Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know. I'm gonna do a different video than I normally do. I guess it's something that's been on my mind a lot lately. As you can tell by the title, I'm talking about habits to stop spending money. And I'm filming this after my book haul because sometimes, you get comments from people saying, oh, I wish I could have all these book hauls. I wish I had the money to be able to buy all of these books. And I'm here to say that I am not a pro at budgeting at all. I've become more serious at budgeting this year, but in the past it's more I've been creating habits for myself to just freaking stop spending money. In my younger 20s, I had a lot of depression, I had a lot of anxiety, I was just unhappy all of the time, and I think it correlated with stress spending. My first instinct is I need to go to the mall, I need to spend something, and none of those things made me happy. So a few years ago I started these little things that I'm going to share with you in order to get me to stop spending. Just get your shit together and stop spending. But first of all, what I will say is that you do need to have some sort of a budget. You need to know the bills that you have per month. You need to know what's coming in and what's going out. Make room in your budget for books if that's something that you truly enjoy. These are just some tips to help you spend less throughout the month so that if you really do enjoy reading and you want to buy more books, then maybe these habits will help you. Okay, so tip number one. The biggest thing that I have learned is to know where everything is at and know everything that you own. If someone says, where are your scissors? They're over there. How many black shirts do you have? I have 4 black shirts. So I think the key is just knowing exactly where everything is. If everything has a place, you know exactly where your pens and pencils are in your house. You know exactly where everything is, then you won't have to rebuy as many items. Pretty self-explanatory, but it frustrates me going to my parents' house when I ask, where is your nail polish remover? My mother has no idea, and she doesn't know where she puts them. So then she'll go out and buy another one, and I find that she has 5 around the house in all different baskets, all different places, and to me that's just such a waste of money. Know where everything's at, then you don't have to rebuy things. Bing. So tip number 2 is my 24-hour rule. I set this for myself about 2 years ago, and this is how I started. I didn't start off with the 24-hour rule, but now that's my rule. I would go to the mall, I would go into every store that I knew that I wanted to buy something from. Don't buy anything while you're in the store, because that's how you get in trouble. If you impulse buy in J.Crew, it's J.Crew, but I call it J.Crew. What I found is that I go into J.Crew, I go into Banana Republic, I go in Ann Taylor Loft. Think about that one cardigan that I really like. The rest of them I kind of forgot. Then I can go back and buy that one cardigan. But see, I still found that I would go back for 3 items that way, but I would go for less if I waited till each and every store, assess, then maybe I wanted that dress and that cardigan. So I went and got that dress and that cardigan. That's where I started. And I found I was still spending too much on clothes. Then I started my 24-hour rule. I would go to the mall, go to every store, then leave. I know. Then you have 24 hours. Most of the time I never went back to the mall. If I still wanted that rhinestone cardigan, then I could allow myself to go back and get it. I'm telling you guys, if you guys try this, you go to the mall and you leave, thinking about getting back in your car the next day and going to the mall doesn't sound as fun, so you deter yourself from buying whatever you wanted to buy. I found that works for me, and I have a 24-hour rule for everything. Is this tip number? Yep, we're at tip number 3. Or you just don't go to the mall at all. I know when I was younger, that's just how I emotionally expressed myself. I would buy tons of things and thought it made me feel better. And if you're in that vulnerable state, just don't go to the mall. Order online, order anything that you happen to need online, where you could still get in trouble online. Another way that I found to deter myself from buying things online, do your research. If you're wanting a coffee table, I go to Target, World Market, Pier 1, any place that I want to buy a coffee table, I do my research. I go to every single page. I try to find the coffee table that I like the most for the cheapest price. By the end of that, I'm exhausted, and I realize that I don't even need a coffee table anymore. I've just turned myself off, and the average price for this coffee table, this kind of style, is about $200, and I don't want to spend $200 on a coffee table. It's not worth it anymore. See, I've just turned myself off of that coffee table. If you want to buy something, and it's a little bit pricier because I'm trying to find some furniture items, I've been doing this and it's been working wonders on getting myself to be more patient. Let's say you do find a coffee table you absolutely love, you have it in your budget, You're really confident with it, you want it. That's perfectly okay. Buy that coffee table because you know after all of that research that you got the best deal possible. And that already eliminates some of your buyer's remorse. The saddest is when you buy a coffee table and then you realize another store has the same kind of style for $100 cheaper. That puts me into a depression. I don't know about you guys, but I get depressed knowing I purchased something when I could have gotten it for cheaper. So just do your research, take some time, be patient. I know patience is a word that your parents use all the time, so I'm sorry for throwing it out there. Tip number 4, selling things to get new things. So this was very hard for me at first. Getting rid of things is really hard for some people. I will tell you, the more that you sell things, the easier it gets and the more you want to sell things. You know, because I get really attached to some things, like books. Now, I only want to keep the books that I truly enjoyed. And it's so easy for me to just go, because then I know I'm getting more books. I know I'm getting more books that I might truly love. If you look in your area, there's normally a site on Facebook for your area to sell things. Start small, sell 2 things. You are not gonna miss that dress. If you don't sell this dress by 2 weeks, donate it. And I know that sounds absurd, but it's just gonna sit in a bag somewhere in an extra room, and then you're gonna be even more depressed that you haven't sold it, or it's just sitting there useless. Or give it away to friends. Take it to work. Take it to your family members over like a Mother's Day weekend, or we just had that over a Father's Day weekend or something. The more you throw things away, the more you donate things, the more you sell things, the easier it gets. I promise. I promise. And now I can sell things, donate, get rid of things, throw things like no one's business now. Tip number 5. I don't know. Make lists everywhere you go. You go to the grocery store, have a list, stick to that list. If you find that you really want Hostess cupcakes this time, maybe you have a $10 coupon, and sure, but write it for your list for next time so you know that that might be something that you want. And not that you can't get cupcakes every once in a while. But I have found that my groceries are very consistent every month, every time I go to the grocery store, because I write a list and I keep to my list. Now, Target. Let's talk about Target, because Target is my weakness. And I never remember what I get because I get distracted. If you write a list in Target and you tell yourself you are sticking to this list at Target, you'll be a lot happier and you won't get Target buyer's remorse, because we've all been there. You go from a stick of mascara and you leave with a fake cacti plant, a pillow, area rug you don't need. I'm here to tell you, just don't do it, guys. Write a list. Order it on Amazon. I just try to avoid stores. You won't know what's out there and you won't want to buy it. Like, I don't go to the mall anymore, so I don't know that there's this fabulous pink blouse out there that I might want. Tip number 6, tell yourself that you can have it someday. I love skincare, but skincare is freaking expensive, okay? It's like $80 a pop anytime I want some sort of serum. If I get one serum this month and I have it budgeted, then the next month I can get that moisturizer that I want. Just if you tell yourself that you can have it someday, even just prolonging it, next month you may not find that you need it, but if you really want it, just know that you're gonna get it next month. That helps with the patience thing too, that patience word that we all love. Tip number 7 is to be your own mother. I go to Target, I see the cutest ball cap. I have never worn ball caps in my entire life, and I won't wear one. I know that I won't. It hasn't happened yet, but every single time I walk by a ball cap, I tell myself, man, this summer, what if this summer is the summer that I start wearing ball caps? Like, what if this is my moment? What if this is my time? I need this ball cap. It's velvet. No, because I won't wear it. Be the mother in your head. Don't buy a violin, you're never gonna play it. I swear, this tripod, I'm gonna kill it. If any of you ever hang out with me and I want a ball cap, tell me no. Okay, dog, we hear you. And then I kind of just wrote down a few quick tips, because they really don't have like a big, they're one sentence line quick tips that I have for you. One thing I've noticed the more that I've been working in the workplace, you know, I only have a certain amount of professional clothes, is that no one notices that I'm wearing the same thing. Like, I have the same top, but I can wear it with a different cardigan, the same black pants. I'm telling you, no one notices that you wear the same clothes all the time. So once you accept that, You don't need to go to Forever 21 and buy 20 different things. Another quick tip that I have for you, which is really random, but always eat before you go to a girls' night, or make it understood that you're just meeting for drinks. I found that this helps because if you're hungry and you go meet your girlfriends for drinks, you're gonna wanna get an appetizer. And if you're going out to a nice dinner, maybe drink a little bit before you go, don't drive, and then drink after. Alcohol at least adds $20 to $40 extra to your bill. Eat and have wine at home. Maybe plan an earlier dinner and then you can have wine at home. That saves a lot of money. Or just eat before you go anywhere, because even if they're eating, you can just have a drink. And I'm sure they'll offer you some fries. Or you can just steal some fries. Last quick tip. Pay your bills as soon as you get paid. You know how my bank goes is that it stays pending and then you can see everything pending. As soon as those clocks go away and nothing is pending, then you can spend again. I've started this a little bit last year, is that when I purchase a few different things, I wait till they're done pending and fully out of my account to spend again. And I found that that really helps me with patience as well. As soon as I get my paycheck, I pay my bills, I wait the few days it takes for the bills to come out of my account, then I can reassess my budget and spend again. So that's my last little quick tip for you. Hopefully this video isn't too long. I just have been getting very inspired lately. My last book haul, which I will tag somewhere wherever you tag things, most of that was guilty free. I think I only bought about 3 books in 2 months. Be thrifty, sell some things, turn things into your local bookstore. To have the philosophy, if I really want more things, that I need to sell some things. I don't know if this is an interest to anyone, but I enjoyed making this video. I'm not a budgeting pro at all, but I've gotten very good at turning myself off of buying things or just not buying things. So I thought I would share the wealth. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one.